Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video series or our lecture note series, we would be going further and we would be understanding about our object manager items in details. So for now what we have done is we have understood about the field and relationship, page layouts. We have understood about the lightning page, record pages, and I assume you all have watched this video because this is a eye opener for the new developers and even for the existing developers who might be having certain confusions. Okay, let's move forward. And one thing more, we have also covered about the compact layouts, about the highlight panel. So we are left with buttons and actions, field sets. We would be covering object limits. We have an idea of record types, but yeah, we would also be covering in this video. Moreover, we would be talking about your related lookup filters, search layouts, list view button layouts, as well as hierarchy columns that we have already done. If you haven't watched, I request you to watch that video also. And scoping rules and other things we would be understanding in the next coming videos, because scoping rules comes to a different topic and we need a separate video and discussion on that. So uh, let's get started, guys, then. So we have this button links and actions in our object manager for every particular account. So we have two options, either a new action or a new button or link. So if we have a new action, so we can create a record, update record, send email, right? Or custom visual force. We can have options like lightning component, that means your aura component. You could have we could have a lightning web component, or we can embed a flow as a type of our action. Right, we can define the target object, like what is the account or other related object on which that particular automation should run. Either it could be a flow or a LWC or visual force, that it could might update the records or other things, right? Like account, contract, event, opportunity, right? Task, work order. So these are defined for the standard object. These are already defined by Salesforce. We could define a standard label type, but yeah, these are the pre-built labels that most businesses use. So if you don't want, you could use your custom label and a name in here. See, if we have a create feed item record, so if enabled, it creates a feed item, and this feed item fields are defined by the target objects compact layout. So we know about the compact layout, so that is easy to understand. And we also know that for compact layouts it is similar for all profiles. So moving further, in our button links and actions, we understood about the new action. So for our action, we could have every field. We have our visual force page, we have our aura, we have our LWC, and we have our flow. So if in interviews any question comes for our action, we can have any action of any type, custom action for any type, right? But in button or link, we are let's say we are restricted. So we have three options in here. Either it's a detail page link. Detail page links, that comes when you click on a particular record, the details open, like account, when you see Burlington Textiles of America, if you open that account record, you would see other details like shipping address, country, and other details. Over to the top right corner, you would see some buttons, right? So those buttons are called your detail page buttons, sorry, detail page links. And if you have buttons, so yeah, it would be a detail page button. Next, we have a list view button. So if you want to see the examples also, we have the examples, but those examples again are in your classic, so that doesn't give really a sense of lightning. So never mind, we are forgiving Salesforce for this. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about your list view button. List view button comes in your list view when we have a set of records, like record A, record B, record C. So what is your list view button? Let me show you. So we have this accounts page, and this is your list view where we have the list of accounts, account records, and we have option for new and import, right? So in here, this is talking about the list view buttons. And what would be the default behavior in same window, existing window, and what it might be. The major important thing is the content source. So like some accounts If some business scenarios have things that they are getting some, or they have an integration with like SAP, AWS, so they directly want people to jump from Salesforce to their other systems. So in that point of time, they generally make use of this content sourcing. So if you specify this as a URL, so you could navigate to that particular page. We could have a on-click JavaScript also, and in here we could embed a visual force page. So there is no option for Aura or LWC, but we are developers, we know the hack, so we can embed things here and there, and we can uh, associate work for that particular task or requirement, right? And we have some field types as well as some merge fields for that account if we want to have a particular value in there, correct? So again, this is a revision note series. If you want to see in-depth videos, please check out our channel. Okay, moving over to compact layouts. We know what is a compact layout and what is the highlight panel. Okay, and we again know about the compact layout assignment, uh, which field belongs to which, right? Okay, moving further, field sets would not be covering in this video because this would become too lengthy, and field sets we also require some on ground coding work also, so we need to set up that requirements for the time being. Moving over to your object limits. So object limits basically is a, if you could say, is a new feature that wasn't already present in your Salesforce. So what it helps is, it helps in organizations to check what is the exact limit they are having. So if you work with larger organizations, you would mainly see there are 2 to 3 objects that are very much choked. One would be the account object, uh, and other object would be the user object. So on those two objects, because their major portion of their work depends upon these two fields, so they might be having a lot of custom fields on their account level as well as their user level. So at that point, if we have this limit, right? So this depends from or addition to addition, like developer edition or other additions. So based upon that addition, you have this limit, right? So this helps you to track that how much number of fields you could have on particular object. And if you have a limit and you are having again a usage of 5 only, then how you could accommodate your requirement, what extra things or what some of the things you need to deprecate or other things. So that helps in visualizing and planning for the future. So if you could say, is object limits is your leadership option, or you could say a very high level design overview where you specify the things as well as you keep an eye and work accordingly by making fields. If not, so what could be the other alternative for that thing, right? So based upon that, or what we could have a associated lookup filter or other things, so that our custom field users doesn't get encroached directly, right? So these things need to be taken into consideration. So this is again a very helpful item if you see from the org perspective, right? Because again, Salesforce costs you. So from going from a lower edition or scaling up your business, so that again is in terms of licensing and fields, so that again is a costly thing. So moving further, for your record types, we know like which page layouts we can link to record types and page layouts go hand in hand. In your record types, you could specify which fields you want and what would be the value for those fields. Mostly we generally talk about your pick list fields in here, so that is there. And moving forward is your related lookup filters. So what is your related lookup filters, guys? I know you know about your lookup filters. So what is a related lookup filter is, so let's suppose okay, in any organization, we doesn't want users to have access of unnecessary data. So all the time we say is we need to have our data limited access of data to limited users. I have a scenario. Let's suppose we have two objects and everyone is aware of those objects, account and case, right? And on account we have a type field, right? And let's suppose we have some values on those type field, and the first value here is, if you say end customer, end customer, or let's say other values internal, right? And we define certain record types on our case object, and if we say that it's internal, then we would show only those accounts to that case whose uh, uh, type is internal, and case external, we would show those types of accounts whose account type is end customer. So in this way we could segregate our data, and we doesn't want that external case users should see the internal accounts, right? So that is again my org to org variation, right? So again you could have other examples for that matter also. Hierarchy columns we have already discussed, but one thing that here left is with our search layout. So guys, most of the time what we have done is we have seen, see, I have again told you about recently viewed accounts, right? We have name, site, phone, and account owner, alias. All right, now what we want is I want to have another layout. So you would say that okay, we can create a new list view layout, and we can define it to users, right? That is also true, but why default this layout that is provided us to Salesforce if we want to make changes in this? Because uh, most companies or what any organization prefer is to first go with the out of the box functionality. So we have different profiles. So first thing first, our search layouts works on profile basis. So for a particular profile we have a particular layout, right? So if you see account name, site, phone, and account owner alias, we have these four fields. If we want to add another field, we could directly add this, edit in here, and we could select a let's say shipping country. We would be selecting as add, and we would be overriding the default configuration. When we do this, uh, it would render our shipping country also. So it might take certain time. So yeah, it came up with our shipping country, so, sorry, shipping city. So in that way our search layout, so it is again on the profile basis how you are defining out things for your users, right? So it is again the columns that are displayed to users when they are searching for particular items. So I hope that was all a revision for this video. For in the next coming videos we would be deep diving into other parts and other aspects of your object manager. So thanks and have a great day.